All right, going to the Home Depot. Here's what I'm hoping to achieve. I'll do a little homage to the great John Madden. I'm doing a deck. I need some support down into terra firma, the ground. And so here's what I'm hoping to get at Home Depot, which is a sono tube. Probably 1 foot by probably 4 foot. These are newer. They're cardboard. They do them in all different sizes. It's really good if you need to form something that's coming up higher than ground level. So if you're doing a porch or a deck or something like that and you need to come up past, then use one of these tubes. So in the ground might be a pad with some rebar in it, maybe 2 foot by 2 foot, and then the sono tube would go down, and then when you pour the concrete in, it would fill up the pad and then come up, and then you can just strip the tube because it's cardboard and you just sort of unpeel it. At the top, though, of the formed tube that, again, 1 foot around, coming out, in my case, probably about 3.5 feet. You might want to put a piece of hardware so that when you hang your header, your beam, or your 4x8 on it, it's got somewhere to attach into. So I would get like basically an H-shaped piece of hardware, and that would be like, this part would go into the tube. So this part would be in the cement, and this part would hang out, and then at some point my 4x material would go in it, and then you could through bolt it like this, and that'll pick up the load of the deck. So today, sono tube, hopefully some pieces of rebar. I don't have my truck, but they should do some pre-cut pieces, maybe some 4-footers or something we can cut, get a handful of those. Number 4 is 1/2 inch. Remember, for every number, it's 1/8 of an inch, so number 8 is 1 inch. Number 4, 1/2 inch. Number 6, 3/4, and so forth. Because I would probably like to drop a couple of pieces of that number 4 rebar into the sono tube just to give it a little extra strength. No need to tie it in to the hardware, or maybe even tie it into the cage in the pad, although it couldn't hurt. Just a little, baling wire will do it. But today, the plan is to go to Home Depot, grab this stuff, and then, just grab a whore and some chopped up pineapple on the way out, and just call it a weekend. Gotta order some paint for a bathroom, semi-gloss interior. You're going in the kitchen or the bathroom, semi-gloss is nice. Going outside the bathroom and the kitchen, you can use flat, but eggshell is probably preferred. Eggshell, the finish, not the color. Look at the guy in front of me. He's coming up with his own brand of paint. So he's working with the Home Depot guy to figure out all the ingredients. Now, I've been here for 20 minutes, watching the guy go through every machination of paint possibility there is, took a little out, got a sample, tried it. But the same thing happens at the bank and the ATM as well, right? Or the car rental place, right? So let's put a timer on how long it takes me when I get up there. You ready? All right. I need this. 2 gallons. Semi-gloss interior.
Are you okay with the premium plus?
Sure.
Semi-gloss 2 gallons. Anything else for you today?
No.
Okay, give it about, let's say, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. I'll leave that there. Thank you. 18 seconds, 28 seconds. How many seconds? Because we're not going in minutes. We're not going in minutes. We're going in seconds, right? Seconds. This is not for home. This is for later. This is for here. I ate off the truck today. The paint guy, funny, he asked me if I was okay with Premium Plus. And I thought, who wouldn't be okay with Premium Plus? Like, you okay with Premium Plus? No, that's an outrage. My seconds will come calling. We duel at sunrise, good sir, and good day. Try to pawn off the Premium Plus on this guy? No, thank you. I'm Platinum Premium Plus. Get it straight. All right, so what do we have here? We're in the concrete department. We have different items here in the concrete department. We have J-bolts. These go into the footings in the concrete. This sticks out, then you bolt your bottom plate down when you're framing an exterior wall. J-bolt, because it's shaped like a J. All right, these, by the way, this is not going in concrete. This is forms. This is for forming. So if you're doing your footing, stake into the ground, put your boards on it. It's pre-drilled, right? Pre-drilled. Put your form, put your wood in. This forms it. Pull it off when you're forming. We are going to get some 1/2 inch by 2 foot rebar, number 4. Remember, number 4. I don't really know how much I need, so I'll just grab 6 of them. Some longer pieces might be okay inside of the sono tube. Here's a couple of 4-footers. This is number 3. This is 3/8. So we'll get a couple of longer ones to go inside the sono tube, and we can use these at the base for the pad. Again, rebar, just don't put it against the form, don't put it against the dirt, put it in the middle and just wire it up and let it hang or float. And then when you pour the concrete in, it'll be entombed, but you want it in the center, not all along the edge, obviously. Here's sono tubes, 1 foot by 48. That'll do us. This is how my grandfather died, by the way, trying to pull a sono tube out of a Home Depot. I mean, not in a, in the old country. Oops. All right. So here it is. 4 foot by 1 foot. I'm not forming concrete, I'm making a bong. Don't tell anybody. So imagine there's a pad under here and this much sticks out past the ground level. And then we put our hardware in the top and the beam sits on this. Lath for stucco. This is for mesh roll for putting in the slab, not for foundation, not for grade beams, not for footings, but in the slab. Roll this stuff out, put it in the slab. Metal lath, broken. We call this broken metal lath, or we would call this diamond lath, like for wrapping and putting stucco, holding concrete. All right, so let's get our hardware now. All right, where is our hardware? I think it's down here. Let's see if we can find our hardware. I also need something called Titan bolts, which is, I'll tell you about. So now we got the hardware here. This is 2-part epoxy for doing epoxying all thread into the ground. This is all like kind of earthquake rehab-y kind of stuff. So this is this kind of thing where I could put this into the sono tube and cement this in and have this part hanging out. And this looks like more than 4 by, but this would hang out. And then this is here so that the wood doesn't make contact with the cement. So if you're doing a patio or pergola or something like that and you got posts, you put this down, the wood sits here, the cement's down here. It doesn't sit on the cement and wick up the moisture from the cement and rot. So they started putting these things in here. This is 6 by material. I don't need 6 by, I need 4 by, because I'm going to have 4 inches by like 8 inches or something like that. But this'll do. Okay, so now,
Get it on.
there used to be a whole world where if you wanted to anchor things in concrete, you'd drill the hole, then you put like a lead screw shield in, and then you'd screw into the lead, and that would give it some bite. But then this world came along, and you can actually put the screws straight into the concrete. That's for the thinner stuff. For the bigger stuff, they have these things called Titan bolts, and you can screw this directly into the concrete. So I could drill a hole and drill this straight in and it would hold, versus drill a hole and put another thing in there so it would grab, like when you do on a wall, like when you're hanging a picture and you're not on a stud, you drill the hole, then you put a toggle bolt in, or you put a screw shield in or something. And this makes it so you can screw directly into the concrete. So I'm going to grab some 1/2 inch by 3. All right, 2 of these will work. We're getting right into the concrete. We got our post holder, we got this. Let's just check on treated stuff real quick. Redwood. Could be used exterior. So they put the redwood by the treated lumber because it's exterior. It's both rated for exterior. 4x. It's rough sawn cedar. Cedar. It's exterior stuff, cedar. So the exterior stuff is treated, pressure treated, and or it's cedar, and or it's redwood. So they're all different versions of exterior. This is 1x6 dog ear, cedar, redwood picket. So these are, you know, when you make a fence, you know. I do have the impulse sometimes to walk up to people and go, whatever you're planning, it's not gonna work. This isn't what this is, this, not gonna work. Not gonna work. Some closet thing. A lot of range in this buy, a lot of range. It's already not working. It's already not working out. It's not gonna work. If I ever see a chick buying dowels, I'm like, it's whatever you're planning, it's not gonna work. Something for hanging, something, not gonna work. Also, had to have the wood cut in the back. That means no saw at home, no man at home. It's just not gonna work. I should just go head her off. I should just go, look, I'll give you $40 for all this crap. You'll thank me. Get a bottle of Chardonnay, go home. This is not gonna work. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work. She's out there. She got a framing square, I'll give her that. Hold on. I just caught some dude behind me looking at my sonotube going, it's not gonna work. Yeah, you're right, he left. Smart move. We good? Good, how you doing? Good. Hey. There she is. She's gonna try to stuff all that stuff into a 92 Saab, and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Worse, Volkswagen Jetta. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna get that shit in a Jetta. We're already off to a bad start. We haven't made it out of the parking lot already. I'm telling you. She's got a 5 foot by 4 foot piece of shop grade birch that is not fitting in the trunk of that Jetta. What'd I tell you in the store? What'd I tell you 15 minutes ago? I said it's not gonna work. Can't even, this is a failure to launch. Can't even get the plywood in the back of the Jetta. It's not gonna work. Again, people think I'm being cruel. I'm helping people. People should pay me for the service, right? Just come up and explain to them. It's just not gonna work. I could do it with couples too. She's now inside the car and she's calling her partner. I'm not gonna say boyfriend. I'm not gonna say girlfriend. She's calling her partner because the plywood's not gonna make it. You think we're going out this exit? We are not. We're going on a victory lap. We are going on a victory lap. Well, that's why you have to go to Home Depot, because you never know what you're gonna see. Today, kids, we learned about forming and concrete and heartache. And single women trying to do projects involving dowels that were never meant to be. Thanks for tuning in. We'll keep them coming for you.